screaming. Like, you probably think I'm bullshitting you right now. I swear he was screaming. Hey guys, welcome back to Louie's Live. So for this week's video, I have a story time to tell you guys, or like an experience that I just had to go through, and I actually got some footage of it. Surprisingly, I mean, I always have my phone in my hand, so it was very easy to just be like, bitch, I'm gonna record this shit. But I'm just gonna shut up and I'm gonna tell you guys the story, what happened and how it got to where it did. I'm not gonna give any information of the restaurant or the person or anything of that sort because I'm gonna leave that private. But anyways, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna tell you guys my story and what happened and how it escalated. Okay, so a couple of days ago, my boyfriend picked me up and he wanted to take me out to dinner. My boyfriend is the type to always want to try new things. He doesn't like going to the same place and eating the same thing. Like, he loves trying new food. But like I said, we go to many different places to try new things. Well, he does, because I usually stick to the same shit because I don't like trying new things. So we drive to San Jose, and if any of you guys are from the area, then you probably know about Christmas in the Park in San Jose. Oh my god, a bug just passed right in front of the camera. We were walking around that little area looking for a place to eat, but not too far because we didn't want to drive. We were at Christmas in the Park, so we wanted to stay really close. So while we're looking for a restaurant, we come across like this Italian restaurant. I love Italian food. Like, bitch, give me pasta and I will be so happy. And my boyfriend was like, do you want to go here? And I was like, oh my god, Jesus answered my prayers. Yes, like, I want pasta. But little did I know that he did not answer my prayers. He was setting me up to get fucked up. But anyways, we go into this restaurant and right off the bat, like, I go inside and all I see is like a bunch of white people. If you're white, Caucasian, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean this to offend you, but I am gonna say that a lot of times I do feel intimidated by white people because to a lot of them, I feel like I am seen as someone less than, someone of like the bottom of like everything, and like I am a minority because I am a Hispanic. It's just I'm not comfortable around white people a lot of times. I just feel like I feel judged. I feel like people are being racist. I feel like they're making comments about me. Like, it's just how I feel and I can't help it. So if it's like a couple white people like in a place and I'm like, okay, whatever. But this place, like, I walked in and it was packed with white people. I did not see one Hispanic, Latino, like African American, like nothing. White people everywhere. So you can only imagine how I felt. I was very intimidated and I was just like, oh my god, like, whatever. When I'm with my boyfriend, I feel a lot more safe and a lot more comfortable. So I was there with him, so everything was fine. I felt good. I felt safe because I knew he was there with me. If I were to walk in there by myself or with my friends, bitch, we're leaving because I am not staying there. I just feel like whenever there's a lot of white people, they don't give me a respect. They treat me like I'm less than. They don't talk to me the way they talk to other white people. Like, I'm sorry if I keep saying white people and it's offending you. But anyways, I walk into this place, so we give our name and now we're just waiting to be seated. So after a long time of waiting, they finally give us our seat. As we sit down, this waiter comes, doesn't even say hi, does not even say like, hello, my name is blah blah and I'm gonna be your waiter today. None of that. And I feel like every restaurant that I've been to, they do that. They usually say like, hi, my name is blah blah, I'm gonna be your waiter today. Can I get you guys something to drink? Something like that. But no, this guy comes, he brings some plates and he literally throws them to us. I'm not kidding you, and you can say I'm exaggerating all you want, but I am not exaggerating. He gets the plates and he's literally like, and he literally like throws it to us like if it was a fucking frisbee. He doesn't throw it at our faces, but throws it down to our seat. Like, he threw it down to the table. He wasn't even like setting it down where he was like, okay, like, here are your plates. No, like, he threw it to us. And again, he was also white, and that already kind of made me feel like, like, I notice all these little things and they bother me because I feel like it's because of the people we are. Like obviously I'm a Hispanic, obviously I'm not an adult, I'm not like 30 years old, and me and my boyfriend are obviously gay. So those three things are things that people easily notice. So I feel like it gives them even more reason to treat us like shit. So he comes, he gives us our plates, throws the plates on us, and then he brings us bread and he leaves. Still no, hi, my name is this, none. Leaves. So I was like, okay. Me and my boyfriend eat our bread, whatever. So the guy comes and he asks to take our orders. So I just order my pasta, my boyfriend orders what he's gonna order. We ordered 2 plates, right? 2 plates. And then my boyfriend orders like wings. Like, they're pretty much like buffalo wings. And the guy has the audacity to be like, that's a lot of food. And I was like, oh my god, bitch. You don't say that. Like, you don't tell people that's a lot of food. He didn't even say it in a kidding way where he was like, oh, that's a lot of food. Like, trying to play around, he was like, that's a lot of food. And I was like, bitch, he ordered 1 plate. I ordered 1 plate. We have 1 water, and all we're ordering is a side of wings. Like, 1 side of wings for both of us to share. It comes with 4 fucking wings, bitch. How is that a lot of food? Like, He's not fucking paying. I mean, if he was gonna pay, by all means, tell me that's a lot of food. But he's not paying. You're a waiter. Whatever I'm gonna order, I'm gonna order. And if that's a lot of food, that's my issue. I'm gonna eat it, not you. So right when he said that, I was like, yeah. And my boyfriend was like, yeah. And I'm also gonna order, like, my boyfriend to be like, bitch, like, I'm gonna fuck. He's literally like, yeah. And I'm also gonna order, like, a glass of wine. And the guy, like, writes it down. And I was like, oh my God, like, you don't say that. Like, you don't tell people that they're ordering a lot of food. Like, what does it matter to you? So then anyways, he leaves and he wrote it down, right? Supposedly he wrote it down. He comes back like a couple seconds later and he's like, wait, what did you order again? And I was like, I ordered pasta. And he's like, oh, okay. And he writes it down. Then me and my boyfriend are already just talking about how we don't like his service, we don't like his attitude, and he's being really plain and like, so a couple more minutes pass and he finally brings us our food. And this is where my boyfriend kind of just put up his bun and I was just kind of like, bitch. So like I said, he was throwing his plates at us. He comes and he brings both of our plates. He brings my pasta, he throws it on me. Again, like just to make it clear, I'm not exaggerating this. I'm not saying he's throwing it like that or he's throwing it like this, but he's not placing it down. He's like throwing it, like kind of giving it a hop. And you don't throw food like that. He gives my boyfriend his food, does the exact same thing. My boyfriend ordered ravioli and it had like some sort of like sauce on it or something like that, like in the middle. So when he throws the ravioli at him, the ravioli falls on his clothes. Literally falls on his clothes. The sauce and the little thing fell on his clothes. No one's going to a restaurant to get their food thrown at them, given bad service, and get food dropped all over their clothes. No one's going for that shit. I know for a fact, anyone who gets food thrown at them and is already being tested this much, like all this crap is happening to you, you're gonna get annoyed. So the food is dropped on my boyfriend and he looks down and he's like, and literally looks at the guy like, are you fucking kidding me? But he doesn't say anything. My boyfriend's not the type to be like, you fucking, fuck you bitch, like I don't fucking want that. My boyfriend's really calm, he really tries to keep his chill, and he's not the type to like go fight everyone, like he's just like, so my boyfriend just looks at him like, are you kidding me? But he doesn't say anything, and the guy's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And my boyfriend's like, it's fine. And my boyfriend like cleans himself or whatever, and then the guy's like, okay, well like if you guys need anything else, let me know. And he leaves. But I was like, bitch, you literally dropped food on him because of your little attitude and your little throwing plates. I just feel like being polite is something you have to do when you're a waiter. You have to be polite to people. And if you don't like being polite, then bitch, don't be a fucking waiter. So anyways, we eat our food, we talked, we had a good time just eating there, enjoying ourselves. And the guy finally brings us our check. And when he brings us our check, he's like, do you guys need anything? And I was like, can we just get boxes to go? And he's like, yeah, for sure. So he brings us boxes to go. And usually, either I put my own food in the boxes or a waiter does it for me and they grab like a spoon and they like grab the plate and put it in the box, right? So the guy offered to put it in the box himself, so I was like, okay, that's fine. So he grabs the plate, he grabs the boxes, and he's like he grabs the plate and throws like the food into the boxes, not even with like a fork or like neatly does it. Like he's going like that and it's splattering around. It's pasta, there's noodles, it's gonna get everywhere. So at the end, me and my boyfriend were both fed up, we were annoyed, we were disturbed, like a lot was going on. Before he gives us a check, right? He literally grabs it and he's like, where are you guys from? So we tell him where we're from and he's like, oh, that's cool. You guys are very handsome guys. Like you guys should totally do something like in the movie industry or like music or something. You guys are very handsome. And we're like, oh, okay, like thank you. And then he's like, yeah, peace. Like trying to be hip, trying to be cool, trying to like compliment us. But before he gives us a check, he compliments the shit out of us. Literally eats us out and tells us we're super handsome and that we should work in the film industry and that we should be on TV, and then gives us our check. That to me, that's a kiss ass. Literally a kiss ass. And holding the check like right here, like getting ready to give it to us, but compliments us first and then he's like, okay, here's your check. Pretty much kissing ass to get a tip or something. You cannot give me the worst service ever and then right before you give us a check, compliment the shit out of us and like eat us out and expect us to love you. You cannot do that. So my boyfriend pays for the food. I didn't even look at the check. I don't know how much it was. And if my boyfriend wanted to leave a tip, that's on him. I was not going to leave a tip because I was not happy, I was not comfortable. And let me just say this before anyone's like, you have to give waitresses tips because they don't make money or blah blah. My sister is a waitress. I know how that is. I know how angry she gets when people don't give her tips. Because the way waitresses work, I'm not sure how it is, but they're working like minimum wage job, but they're getting money taken away from their checks for being like waitresses because they're getting tips. Like, I don't know how that whole thing works, but I know it's a very complicated thing, but Pretty much waitresses are living off their tips. The tips you give them is pretty much the money they're making. If you don't give them tips, then they're not really making any money. So yes, when a waitress or waiter does not give tips, it is very frustrating for them. But in order to get tips, you have to give people good service. People are not just going to be giving their money to you and be like, yeah, here's like 20 bucks, here's 30 bucks for giving me the crappiest service. Like, no one's going to do that. If you want tips, you need to be polite and you need to do your job well. I was not going to give tips to someone who was throwing my food at me, spilling food on my boyfriend, telling me that I'm ordering a lot of food, giving me attitude. I'm not gonna give my tips to this person. I am not the type to be like, oh, I'm not gonna give people tips. Like, no, I give tips to people. My boyfriend is the exact same way. He always leaves tips. I always leave tips. Depending on how much money we wasted, we both come up with a certain amount of money that we're gonna leave as tips. We don't leave like $2 or like $1 or like 5 quarters. Like, we leave a good tip if you gave us a good service. So this had nothing to do with us being like, we're just not gonna leave tip. No, we were both very frustrated. We hated the service. We're not gonna leave a tip. So when my boyfriend's done filling out like the whole check thing and how the total and tip or whatever, he leaves it there. The guy picks it up and he leaves. So we just sit there after we pay. Normally people leave right after, but we still waited there because my boyfriend was finishing his wine and he wanted to take it down slow and not be like, okay, we're done, let's go. So we sat there and we still talked for a little bit. So then the waiter comes back and he's like, is this the total? Like, making sure what the total was. And my boyfriend was like, yeah, that's the total. And he's like, okay. So then he leaves. And then me and my boyfriend are getting ready to leave. We're getting our jackets. We're standing up. And he comes back. And this time he was not happy. Like, he was angry. Like, you can just see it. Tell me why this waiter comes, literally gets right in front of my boyfriend's face. Like, in front. Like, when I say in front, I mean like in front. And like looking down on him. Like, pretty much being like that. Like, popping out his chest and like looking down at him. And he's like, is there a reason why you didn't give me a tip? Frustrated. And I was like, are you kidding me? And my boyfriend simply just says, because I didn't like your service. My boyfriend did not yell. My boyfriend was not like, bitch. He keeps his anger inside. He knows how to control himself. And all he says is, I did not like your service. And the guy's like, are you fucking kidding me? You didn't like my service? Are you serious? Screaming. Like, you probably think I'm bullshitting you right now. I swear he was screaming. Just fucking give him a microphone while you're at it. Screaming to the whole entire restaurant. I didn't even know what to do. I was shocked. Like, I've never been attacked by a waiter for not leaving a tip. And he starts cussing us out, telling us to get the fuck out of the restaurant. I'm not kidding you. He literally says, get the fuck out of here. He's like, don't ever fucking come back. I don't fucking want you here. Get the fuck out of here. Like, repeating the same shit. And all my boyfriend says is, you do not own this place. I can come back if I want to. And he's literally like, shut up. Get the fuck out of here. Don't fucking come back. Like, literally yelling at us. And I was like, oh my god. And we start walking away and he's like, hurry up. You're not walking fast enough. Hurry up. Like, right on the back of my head. Like, he's literally like right here, like breathing down my neck. So as me and my boyfriend continue to walk out of the restaurant, he's still screaming at us, telling us to get the fuck out. And everyone in the fucking restaurant, no one decided to say anything. No one, not one word. Like, someone could have easily calmed down and be like, hey, like, calm down, or like, keep your voice down. Like, you can't be doing that. Like, the manager or like another worker or like a cook or someone could have said some shit, but no one said anything. Everyone was looking at us, like, literally looking down on us. Like, just looking like, oh, like, whatever, like, typical, like, oh my god, it was so fucking frustrating. I cannot believe that no one fucking even tried to say something or tell him to shut up or to calm the fuck down. And honestly, I feel like it comes down to the fact that we were not white. I know if we were white, we would have not been treated like that. That fucking guy would have not cussed us out like that, would have not treated us like that, would have not told us to get the fuck out. But because I am a minority and so is my boyfriend, we're both Hispanics, we're both gay, we're both teenagers, I felt like he had the power over us. And there's so many homophobic people, so many racist people. Obviously, other people in the room were not gonna fucking help us or was not gonna say anything like calm down because everyone was looking down on us. I know for a fact if I was white and I was straight, this shit wouldn't have happened. And even if it did happen, someone else would have came to help me. Or someone else would have told him to shut up and to stop talking to us like that. But no. Simply because I am Latino, I'm Hispanic, and because I'm gay. Like, it's so damn frustrating. And you can ask anyone. I am not the type to shut up and just be like, okay, like, whatever. No, like, I am the type that if you disrespect me or you tell me shit, I will literally come at you and I will fight. Not literally fight, but I will stand up for myself. And I will say something and I will speak my mind. But honestly, this was not the place for me. Like, I felt so damn uncomfortable. I felt judged. I felt like everyone was staring at me. For the first time in my life, I want to say that I shut the fuck up and I held my tongue and I did not say anything. I literally felt that if I said one word to him, I was literally gonna get kicked out, call the cops on, or have other white people start telling me shit. I did not feel safe whatsoever to say something because I know that if I said something, other people would have ganged up on me. So So that was just very frustrating that no one offered to help us. Me and my boyfriend did nothing. We didn't cuss him back. We didn't push him. We didn't say anything. I wasn't like, shut up. Literally was just walking out. And that's when I simply got my phone out and just recorded what had happened. So I'm going to play the video right here. That way you guys can hear a very tiny small portion of the shit he said. If you listen closely, you can hear how he's cussing out at us.
Get out. Don't come fucking back. I'm telling you, piece of shit, not you. Fuck you guys. Come fuck out.
That was such a small portion of what happened. It's because it clicked on my head so late that I wanted to record this. I wish I would have recorded from the beginning because I feel like the little clip that I have does not give it justice. Like, it does not show how bad he cussed us out and how he was telling us to get the fuck out and that we weren't fucking walking fast enough and to hurry the fuck up. It wasn't enough. So we leave the restaurant and that was it. Like, no one came up to us and asked us if we were okay. No one asked what happened. No one asked why he acted like that. No one asked our side. Like, no one asked anything. I have another story time on my YouTube channel. I will link it down in the description box below, where a waiter literally told me that they were gonna put bleach in my food to kill me. Literally. I called the cops. I told them what happened. All I was told was, just don't come back here then. And I got in trouble. I'm banned from going back to that place for simply doing nothing. I didn't do shit. And that's why I didn't call the cops. I have really bad experiences with cops and I try not to get involved in that. So I simply didn't do anything because I was like, at the end, I'm going to be getting in trouble because most likely it's going to be a white cop. Most likely they're going to take their side and most likely they're going to be like, just don't fucking come back. I made this story time to share my experience with you guys and just let you know if anything like this happens, don't be a dumbass, don't be like me, and don't just shut up and take it. Say something, make a report, and if you're ever feeling bad service at a place, do not stay there. Do not do what me and my boyfriend did. We literally stayed there and took it, the whole thing. I could have simply gotten up and be like, I'm not paying for this, I don't like your service, I'm leaving. If you like these story times and you like me sharing my experiences with you guys, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. It's really gonna help me a lot. Let me know down in the comments below what you would have done or if I should have done something differently because I feel like I didn't do shit for him to treat us like that, but it happened and unfortunately I had to go through it. And like I said, if you are white and I offended you, I'm so sorry. This is just how I feel because of past experiences that I have, but that does not mean that I do not like white people. That does not mean that I hate every white person I ever see. No. If you are of any race and you show kindness and respect to me, by all means, I love you. We can be friends. Yeah, like, I really have no issue with you based on your race. But anyways, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you guys next time I upload. Peace. Bye guys.